What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream. Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out RV Daydream, and here we are, camping day 2. Last night we got everything set up and was really tired, so we went to bed early and we slept in like you should do. Right now our canopy's down. You can see there, it's kind of on a hill. I've got to put that back up so we can get underneath of it again. And you can see it saves you from a bunch of crap on your stuff. And we got a fire going. Here's a trick. When you go to yard sales, look for the old fire pokers and fire paraphernalia that used to go next to a fireplace. It's awesome. It's nice to have. We throw it in with our other cooking stuff. And that's what Heidi's doing, aren't you, Heidi? She's cooking us breakfast. No, normally she has hash and eggs and bacon, but you can see how she does it. She puts it in a double pie iron. So these are nice to have. You don't have to really do anything with them other than keep them clean.
Which we didn't do.
Yeah, we were scrubbing them. They were pretty rough. We have some fire paraphernalia back there, hot dog holders and stuff, and then of course these goofy hooks. And then in here we have a fire grill thing. It's kind of nice. It's campfiregrill.com. What it does is you pound it into the ground next to the fireplace. Usually what we do is go through one of those triangles on that leg right there, with the down post, and then that grill goes over top, and you can swing it over the fire and then swing it back when you're done. It's kind of nice. It's always nice to have these little tables too. We have them everywhere. Of course the mopeds are covered up. I use them to hold the tarps on. There's all of our firewood. We've already used a good portion of it, and this is our first fire. That's why we brought it, because those bundles are, I don't know, how much are those bundles?
Last year they were like 4 something.
Oh, really? That's,
4 or 5 pieces.
yeah. But they offer it. Heidi left the door open. It got cooler outside, and I wondered why. It must be it. We got the air running in there. My son's off taking a shower. We're using the shower house since we don't have but our own water supply, and we want to be able to use that for, you know, washing our hands, washing the dishes, without worrying about running out. Well, I don't think that we would, though, not for the short time that we're here, but better safe than sorry. Again, you can see the water's really murky down there. I don't know why. It's like green almost. Must be algae or mud. Must be algae. Looks like the water level's kind of low, but it's kind of nice. Everybody here has been pretty quiet, even though this is a pet area. We only hear dogs occasionally. I think that for the most part, this camping spot is pretty decent, other than it being on a real steep hill. When we drove in, I got some footage of that, which should have already been played. For some reason the camera just stopped after like 30 minutes. I'm not sure why. I was using my phone. I'm definitely going to have to get into another camera that records longer and has a good field of view. Heidi will get that for Mother's Day, maybe. We've got a couple of holidays coming up. Is that tomorrow, Mother's Day tomorrow?
And your birthday.
Yeah, Mother's Day's tomorrow, and she's reminding me my birthday's tomorrow. That's interesting. So we'll try to rig up something to... What's that?
Were you born on Mother's Day?
I don't think so. My mom's Mother's Day. I think that I'll try to hold a rig while we drive. I've got that rig right there. I don't know if you can see it on the table. I'll try to drive with one hand and hold that in the other. We'll see how that goes. It's kind of nice. I've always said this. I love having an 8-foot bed, and I love having a cap that's relatively tall. You can see I can just throw all the stuff, you know, overnight in case it's going to rain or something like that. It's nothing to throw stuff up in there. There's plenty of room. But we won't go inside the camper because it's a disaster. like we expected. We're finding that we're, again, making the transition to a travel trailer. There's a lot of stuff that we're just used to bringing from the house and transporting because we've never been able to leave it in the camper for the most part. So we're going to have to do some other stuff to accommodate our travel trailer. Basically, we're going to have to buy stuff and just leave it in the travel trailer, which we've done that with a few things, but we need to do it with more. Like Heidi was mentioning, she needed a glove, didn't you?
Yeah, I forgot my oven glove.
Yeah, and she burns herself regularly, don't you?
Yes.
And we also forgot the charcoal for our grill. Good thing we brought the grill. We could buy charcoal up at the camp store. We don't know how expensive it'll be, but it's a lot better than firewood. If you think about it, if you buy your firewood when you come to the campground, you've got $4.50 a bundle for like 6 pieces of wood. And if you do that, 5 times, because you have to have a bed of coals for some of this stuff that we cook. Whenever she does hash and eggs, she just puts them inside the pie iron and then closes the pie iron and then shoves it down into the coals. And to get a bed of coals, it's hard to do. So it's kind of nice, having a bag of charcoal and just making a fire big enough that is going to cook what you want. So this is day 2. We're going to be here tonight. Of course, we're going to be here on Sunday. And then Sunday going into Monday is kind of a weird toss-up because Heidi has to be at work at 11. But more importantly, my son has to be at school, or at least back at the house by 7 o'clock. He's actually got to be back at the house sooner than that for the bus to pick him up. So we don't have to check out of here until Monday at 1, but we might be going out on Sunday night. We'll have to see how that all works out. So we'll go for a ride a little bit later, and I'll have that posted on here too. I tried to do a film. Heidi's my witness.
Yeah.
Of
Right
us of us riding these mopeds around the park, and I held this camera and I did a perfect job stabilizing it. We did all kinds of footage, but the camera kept on shutting off and I didn't know. And the reason is because these mopeds have magneto systems that put out a lot of electrical interference, and it was shutting off the camera. Took me a while to figure out what was happening, but that's what it is. We went uptown. We had some Dairy Queen because we needed to buy some charcoal since we forgot it for the grill, which we got our stubs. We love that stuff. And Heidi's got a big fire going here because the stubs is for the grill for tomorrow, and the wood is going to be for steaks tonight. But I noticed Heidi made a mistake.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why didn't you pound in your campfire grill first? Yeah, my son's hanging out inside. He's been inside so long he says it's cold even though it's like 80 something outside, so he shut off the air conditioning. It was pretty chilly in there. We've been having a good time out here. The campgrounds are circulating people in and out kind of fast. I mean, it is Mother's Day weekend, so I'm assuming that has a lot to do with it. Man, there's a lot of nice campers out here. On our drive out, I showed a little bit of the truck driving, and man, it struggled. So Heidi said she's buying me an F-350, as she smiles. Maybe one day. It's really nice out. I wish I brought my fishing poles. You can see there's a boat down here by the water. That's kind of cool. People just bring their boats and park them and do their thing. But yeah, this is one of our favorite parks. It's West Branch, and it's in Ravenna, Ohio. Not that far from our house. It's a pretty pleasant drive to get here, actually. And once you're here, it's well kept. There's no people causing a bunch of ruckus or anything like that. Of course, now Memorial Day or 4th of July, it might be a little bit different. But anyways, I just thought I'd fill you guys in on what's happening. We're going to do the steak thing. Can't wait for that. So we'll check in later. Hey, look at me. I'm underneath the awning. It's all crooked and we got rained on. Oh well. Oh, now the sun's looking like it's trying to peek out. Yeah, we've definitely had like a normal summer storm. My camera's kind of not waterproof, so I gotta be careful with that. We were cooking steaks on the grill, or getting ready to, when all of a sudden we had a downpour, and this was hail and everything else. I got some footage here, I'll show of it. Well, we got ice.
Yeah.
I hate to be in a boat right now. Well, I think our fire's going out. I don't think it's going to make it. We got some hot coals down there, but I just don't think it's going to make it. Uh-oh. That's real bad. Put what away? Well, it just needs lowered. You want to lift that arm. And now the fire looks like it's kind of dead. What do you think, Heidi? Think the fire's dead?
Sucks.
There's something going on down in there, but I don't think it's enough to cook steaks out here. Because I don't think we have enough wood to get it back up to level. Okay, well. Drama. We had to put this down. This handles all kinds of wind and everything else. It's just, it can't be up. It won't hold water. So we hurried up and covered up the mopeds. Our son made a cameo appearance out here to help us. Threw some bikes in the back of the truck, threw our big canopy, and we put that in. Yeah, it rained pretty well here. Oh well. Now she's going to have to put charcoal in the grill and cook the steaks in the grill. Because we don't have enough wood, plus there's more storm coming. Might have to figure out a way to do it underneath this awning. It'll be crooked though, because we're on the slope from hell. But we might be able to, you know? Alright. Heidi's the master cook. She says we're doing it out there. We're doing it out there as it starts to rain. It's our so far eventful day. I actually went in and took a little nap while she was starting to cook, and she kind of lollygagged a little bit because she was relaxing herself, and then the rain came. Oh well. So I thought I heard thunder, or she come in and said look at the weather on my phone, and WeatherBug must have just updated because they have a whole new format and our phones are acting weird because of it. But everything held together well. Alright, I'll come back with a little bit more of an update when We have something more to show. Ooh, Cujo.